Hey guys, this is Mika Coleman with Taxdeed and Overage Education, and today I'm going to talk about um, how to register for Taxdeed auctions. Sometimes I don't have like the caption to a video or like the title, but I'm realizing that I should just do content on like what I do, like on the back end. So this video is kind of like me preparing because last month, I was really disappointed in myself. I was trying to do some research on auctions the night before and got a little bit overwhelmed and didn't make some good decisions on some auctions. So, uh, even though it seems like December is going to be here tomorrow, I decided that I was going to look into a few counties because I will be traveling over the holidays. However, I can bid on several different auctions if I do them online. So today I want to share with you guys how to prepare if you're going to bid online. Now, the good thing that I like about bidding online, I don't physically have to be in that state. However, everybody and their grandma sometimes will be bidding because, you could do it from anywhere. However, like people like me, life get busy and you forget that the auction's coming and then you don't do your due diligence. So I'm preparing for December, although it's November right now. And I just thought it would be interesting to go over this because when I was talking to some of my students, they had a lot of questions that I thought were pretty self-explanatory, which sometimes it may not if you're not used to bidding online. So um, I was just going down the list. I actually am looking into various counties for an investor before I actually go to the auction. I kind of run you through how to connect yourself with people if you're trying to make a quick turnaround. I personally don't want to buy doors. I like to buy cheap and then wholesale them to investors. So when I go to the auction, I pretty much have a list of people that are looking for certain things, and I feel like I could get them at the auction sometimes. I know in my last video, I may have mentioned, depending on what state you're in, for example, Texas, if it's non-homestead, then um, you have to wait 6 months. So it's not always advisable. However, I was clicking on Los Angeles. As you guys know, if you've been watching my channel, I am from California. And so I was like, wow, okay, Los Angeles County is a good place. Things may be a little expensive, but it's okay um, because I could, have a six-figure come up because I also do have investors there. So I'm just going to click on this because they're having an auction. And one thing I do like about California that they are a straight tax deed state. So you're not having to wait 6 months to wait for the owner to come back. This is a straight deed, meaning that there is no redemption. Once it's sold, you will eventually get the deed. But what I like about this site is it kind of goes over a lot of different things that I haven't seen on other sites. And so I wanted to share those things with you. However, as you guys can see, this is Los Angeles County. You can contact GovEase to ask questions in regards to support. But this right here, where it says registration dates and pre-bidding opens and auction dates, is very important. Also, too, like they have bid increments, which a lot of times they don't tell. And it says the approval status, the registration isn't incomplete. You guys know why? Because I have not made my deposit. But I do like how it does give you a payment date deadline. But I want you guys to understand this payment deadline is if you bid in the auction. You don't have to have all the money up front. However, for this particular county, which every county is different, I was looking at the deposit instructions. You have to deposit $5,000 or 10% of the total amount you want to be approved to spend. I always put the least amount of the deposit, and then I go back. As you guys can see, this payment deadline is different, of course, from the deposit. Now, the deposit deadline is December 2nd, and the auction starts December 6th. So I always try to put in my calendar to make that deposit like a couple of days before, because banks are kind of weird these days. It may take some time. And then it also tells you the final payment must be received by December 12th. So anyway, what I also wanted to show you, which I thought was really good, is what a lot of people don't know is they have all these things to be aware of. And I was like, oh, I've never heard of that. But of course, don't have to worry about brush clearance liens or weed abatement liens. But I was like, brush clearance liens? I never heard of that. Or special conditions. So I like the fact that they have this here. I do talk about tax deeds, but I don't oftentimes get into the details of how to purchase and what to look for. However, I like that this website is showing me the things to look for. For example, this one is special conditions, and it's actually letting me know which parcels have special conditions on them, which means that it can be like, for example, it says it right here: contaminated property, easement, Coastal Commission Act restrictions, Mellorules. So there's all these different things that when you're bidding on a property to look out for, because in addition to the back taxes, there's other things that may be attached to it, which I like about this because um, what a lot of people don't know is when you're bidding, and I'll get into that too if it lets me go into it. I'm gonna show you guys. But what I wanted you to get from this part, this buyers beware, is that that's in addition to the back taxes. So you want to include that in your numbers when you're bidding at the auction. And what I do like about this particular site, or I should say this particular county, this lets me know right now that they don't clear all the liens. Now, there are some counties when you purchase the tax deed, they will clear all prior liens. But this county is letting me know by them having this to follow up and to look out for. And then they have the actual um, parcel numbers of the different properties, lets me know that they don't clear the liens. But I can see why, LA is a big county. So this is where you would sign the payment disclaimer and all this stuff. And it goes through everything and it shows you how to sign it. Right now, I guess I have to make my deposit first. But I just wanted to kind of like give you guys a little backdrop, because somebody was saying, well, what if I wanted to bid 10,000 but I only deposit 5,000? I'm like, it's okay, because you're going to have time to actually submit your deposit, which is different than in person, because when you're in person, they want all their money, they want all their coins right then and there. I remember when Dallas County was in person, people was bringing like backpacks and bags of cash. So you would have to have it at that point. But here they actually have a deadline, which is the 12th, which gives you a couple of days to get it, get the funds. Or if you're working with an investor, you could tell them, okay, this is what I have purchased and this is the cost. And you can always include your fee on top of that. So I do like that about online. The only thing is you just never know what you're going to get, because, there's so many people watching. Now I'm going to see if I don't think I have anything in my watch list, but what I wanted to try to see is, I'm going to go back to add auctions because I was going through that. So unfortunately, it's not letting me know what is going to sell at Los Angeles County. But if you guys bear with me, I'm going to go to another free site and see if it brings up the properties. Give me a second. And we're going to go to California. Let me see if they have something on Los Angeles County. County tax sales. Let's see. So there are so many different sites, you guys, that you can go on. But the site that I just left, which is GovEase, that's where you actually would have to bid. So surprisingly enough, they don't have LA County. The only reason why I was trying to look on here is to see if they had a list, because apparently they're not providing me a list so that I could kind of show you what type of properties are going to go to sale. The only thing is, the sad thing is, they have the list like right here. Like, okay, like this tells me nothing, but like all of these parcel has IRS liens, but it doesn't tell me what the opening bid is. Or the value. I don't want to make this video super long. Otherwise, I would like kind of copy and paste these parcel numbers into Google and like try to see like what properties are going, but it really doesn't make any sense because I don't even know what the opening bid is. However, the whole goal of this video was kind of like showing you how I prepare for auctions. So I learned from last month that I should kind of see what's out there. And then, like I said before in my last video, you want to wait a week before so you'll know everything. So right now I'm like registering for like all these different auctions. And so that's what led me to do this video, because I was like, oh, look at Los Angeles County. So I'm just kind of like going through here and clicked. I registered to let you know that like the minimum bid to actually bid in this, you have to deposit $5,000. Here's Nevada. Let's see. I don't even know why it doesn't have register on here, but registration is closed. Oh, because it is over. There's no longer an auction. So let's go to one that I would be interested in. Also, too, for those people that are interested in overages, I was like, wait, what? I was like, Colorado has tax deed. So um, it's what I love about what I do is I could play this, two different ways. Like I don't even have to register for this auction. Well, I have to register to find out the different information, but I could also collect overages. And so this is like a county I've never worked before, but just knowing that they have a tax deed and they had an auction in September, I want to look into see like what were the overages, because then I could collect the overages. So just those that are interested in overages. But this video is about tax deeds, you guys. I just enjoy overages because it really requires no upfront cost. But now that I've did really good this year, now I want to buy some properties. So let me see if I could go up here and I'm gonna do Texas. Oh, let's do Tennessee. Let's filter out Tennessee. Let's see what's going on in Tennessee. Okay, so look at these. So these are redeemable deeds, you guys, which means that there is a redemption period. So like if I bid on this, that means that I'd have to wait. So let's just see what their opening is. Oh my God, look at this, you guys. I don't know if you guys noticed this, but it said bid increment amounts for Los Angeles County was $100. This one is $1. Oh my goodness, this is hilarious. And their bid clock is 5 minutes, where in Los Angeles it was like 2 hours, I believe. But let's see. I wanted to kind of show you guys like every auction does not require a minimum of a $5,000 deposit. It says your letter or bank statement must be recent. How to pay, go to my payment page and make payments online. Oh my gosh. So it looks like this doesn't even require you to have a bid. Then select my payments from the left-hand menu for video guide on making payments online. Click here. Look at that, you guys. You don't even have to. Let me just go and see my payments. My account. So they don't even have it. Interesting. I was in Tennessee. I'm going to go to Texas next, you guys. But yes, you guys can see this is a GovEase. This is a free website. But what I'm realizing is, you know what? while I have you guys on here, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Where was that one? Was it this one that I was looking at? No, it was a December one. It was this one, Hardin County. So let me see if I could register for it. Because it doesn't have like a bidding for me to deposit. So let me see. Let me see. Bear with me, you guys. I am doing this cold turkey. Oh, wait, here's payment instructions. Let's see what their payment instruction says. View document. Payments was received by March 24th. This is not accurate. March has gone, have came and went. So this cannot be. See, this is where you have to call because it's not telling you a minimum bid. But let me see. I'm just going to sign it. Save and close. I'm going to see if they're going to let me register for this. And then maybe it'll give me the list, considering the fact that their increments are $1. I'm so interested to know like how their whole process works. So this is like what you have to normally do. Are they letting me sign this? Nope. Oh, they are. Cool. All right. Save. Type my name. Yes, mark as complete. Yes, mark as complete. So this is really interesting because most auctions have where you have to, I don't know if I'm still recording or not. They make you have like a bid, but this one's says for the letter form. Maybe you just have to have a letter from your bank. I don't know. Yeah, this action requires a letter from your financial institution of proof of funds. Please upload a copy using the. Oh, interesting. Okay. So this is really interesting. As you guys just saw, Los Angeles County is like you got to do a deposit of 5,000. And then this county is just saying that you just have to have a letter from your financial institution for proof of funds. And then it says the auction requires you to request a spending limit you'll be given for this auction. Okay, interesting. So I'm not going to complete this video because I don't want to put my financial institution information on that. So with that being said, you guys, I'm going to conclude this video. I kind of gave you two different counties. Oh, wait, before I go, I'm going to just out of curiosity, because I really came on here to look for Texas. I got to write this one down though. What was that? Hardin County. I need to write Hardin County down in Tennessee. I've been wanting to do Tennessee, you guys. So I'm curious to know what's going on down there in Tennessee. So I'm going to do Texas and see. I'm just curious to see what the minimum bid would be, what they have. So I was so mad I missed Denton County because they don't have auctions often. But oh my God, you guys, I actually looked into this county and I'm like, I need to go do my research on this county. So let's see what see, once again, their bid increments is 100, where the other county was $1. And let's see what no credit card payments allowed. Personal checks will not be accepted. Okay, so where is, oh, and then they want you to do a written statement as well. That basically saying that you don't owe property taxes in their county. But this doesn't show also what is the minimum deposit. So you don't have to have a deposit clearly for this or a proof of funds. Interesting. So how did I find out about this one? Oh, so there's another website where I saw this county and they had super cheap stuff. And it's right outside of Fort Worth, starting at like 2,000. I don't get me the line. I don't know where I saw that, but anyway, that will just conclude the video that just about how to register and how to bid and kind of like what to look for. As you guys can see, I went to like 3 different states, 3 different counties, and they all had different requirements. The bid clock is different on each one. This one was 3 minutes. I think the other one was like 2 minutes, and then I think LA County was like 2 hours. I don't know why that was such a drastic jump, but anyway, I kind of wanted to give you guys like a back end of what it looks like to bid online. Happy investing, you guys.